Hey, happy Friday, friends, coworkers, new people that I've not met yet that are going to watch the video today. It is a little digital appetizer for your virtual lunch and learn. My name is Michael Wynn. I am the Chief Digital Officer from Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. So today I wanted to share three tips on staying on top of the brand reputation game. I think with, again, the deep and wide spread of the internet, the way consumers, clients think about your brand and talk about your brand has really evolved into a gigantic juggernaut of information and influence that can really impact the success of your company as well as your organization. And, it really starts with just sort of how we have changed our minds and our approach to when it comes time to buying things or looking for services in a particular area that we're not familiar with. Many times we'll go online and we'll begin our search and we'll find a product page or a service page. And one of the things that we're analyzing and looking at with our clients is what are the number of reviews that have been left for that particular company, and how does that compare to their competitor? And what are the sentiments that are being expressed in those reviews? And then thinking about, how do we respond, or has there been a response to those reviews? So today I want to talk about sort of three steps. Number one, being prepared. Number two, being responsive. And number three, being proactive. So what does it mean to be prepared? Well, first and foremost, I think the most important thing, and one of the free tools you can use to monitor your brand and reputation online is to set up a Google alert. It's very easy. You can Google alert, and you'll be able to find a quick step-by-step tutorial on how to set that up. It's very simple. And you can put in your name, you can set up the frequency. Do you want to be alerted as it happens, once a week, once a month? And you can also put some qualifying statements on there, but there's a deeper dive that you want to go into that. So again, being prepared and setting up your Google alert, that's a great first step in monitoring when the internet is talking about you, or when people are leaving reviews or news is being released. You definitely want to stay on top of that. To go a little bit deeper, another tool that you can use, there is a software called Grade.us, Grade Us. For those of you who are in hospitality or who just really have a large customer service base, maybe you're serving 30 to 40 to 100 people per day. Grade.us is a great program to use that can monitor multiple platforms from Google, Yelp, Urban Spoon. Really, they monitor all the top platforms. So that's another service. At RB Oppenheim Associates, we use Cision. It's one of our brand reputation management tools where we can survey print media, digital media, video content, news items. So there's some really elaborate tools that can allow you to be prepared when it comes to how brands and how consumers are affecting brand reputation online. So secondly, be responsive. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes I think that a lot of companies make is when a comment is made online, there's no acknowledgement of that review. And really, whether it's positive or whether it's negative, both of those comments deserve a response, an acknowledgement. It's no different than when the phone rings, you're going to pick it up. So one of the things that I would advise all of my clients and that we work with on a regular basis is to have sort of crisis management 100%, but many times a review it doesn't get elevated to that. So you really need just more of a triage process, if you will, for those reviews. So in being responsive, have a set of responses that you can identify and quickly go to, especially for positive and or negative reviews that you might find online. And I think, I want to talk briefly about the negative reviews. I think positive ones are really, easy to respond to. Thank you. We appreciate your business. But I think that same tone has to be taken towards negative reviews too. But the most important thing to do, I think, is to keep in mind that your response isn't just going to be seen by that particular person that is that's left that review. Your response is going to be viewed by many others who could be potential customers. So keep that in mind. Our advice to our clients is to always acknowledge the response and then ask for them to contact you directly, so that you can put that information together and listen to their concerns and provide the best level of service and the appropriate response to that particular person. And then number 3 is to be proactive. Rather than waiting for those responses and reviews to be posted, proactively ask for that review. Many times I think good words and good deeds go unnoticed unless asked for or prompted by. So whether you send an email out and ask for it, whether you meet that person at your next meeting and have a face-to-face ask, do whatever you can do and have a plan to proactively request those positive reviews and ask for them by platform. Say, hey, can you go to Google and give us a review? We would greatly appreciate it. And also being proactive, monitor your competitors too. Monitor the reviews of your competitors, because you can gain insight into how you can really re-emphasize your value proposition by how the competition and how the public feels about them. So that's another tip. So again, just kind of recapping what I'm talking about today in monitoring your brand. What's your reputation, and are you aware? Because your customers are talking about you. The question is, are you listening? So again, number 1, be prepared. Have your Google Alerts set up and use other software tools like Grade.us or Cision, whatever tools you can to be prepared in monitoring. Number 2, be responsive. So always reply and acknowledge the comment. And then 3, be proactive and ask for those reviews, because that will keep you ahead and keep you on top of the reputation brand game. So those are just a couple of tips I thought I'd share with you guys. I think more than ever, it's more important that brands stay aware and know how the public perceives them and the services that they're providing. Thanks again for your time on this Friday, and I hope you enjoyed the digital appetizer for your virtual lunch and learn. My name is Michael Wynn. I'm the Chief Digital Officer at Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.